Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I want to go over and take a few shots with my Smith and Wesson Victory 22. First and foremost, going to make sure it is clear, nothing in the magazine. Then I'm going to physically and visually inspect the chamber, and we are good there as well. Smith and Wesson Victory 22. I've had this thing for probably 6 years, maybe a little bit longer than that. I paid between $250 and $300 for it, if I'm not mistaken. And the value since, I'm sure, has gone up. I haven't really seen too many examples in stores. I know they have a few different camo versions that are in the $400 price range. But what I really want with this pistol, obviously, is a Target 22. I had a Ruger SR22, I had a Rough Rider revolver, and a couple other small 22s, LCP 22, things of that nature. But I wanted something that I could just have fun with at the range, and that was its only application. Granted, I did try squirrel hunting with this a couple times. Those videos didn't go very well. That being said, though, it is a tack driver. And the right hands, you could be shooting targets 50 yards, even 100 yards, the size of a paper plate, and be accurate with this particular model. It's got an extremely heavy-duty barrel on it. Everything is stainless steel, so it holds up very well to wet environments, which is something I certainly appreciate, given that I have used this in the swamp a couple of times. The trigger on this thing is fantastic from the factory. However, there are some aftermarket triggers that are a bit better. There's just the tiniest bit of squish on the factory trigger, whereas with the Veloster triggers and things of that nature, there's none of that. There's no uptake. It is a tack driver in that regard. This construction right here can be replaced, so you can either have your iron, or in this case fiber optic sights, or in my case I went ahead and put the rail attachment on and put a red dot on it. Granted, this is a pretty heavy red dot, and I hope to move down to something a little bit smaller as I'm able to purchase it. The biggest drawback to this particular pistol, however, is the takedown, which you do require a hex key for, but that's not the end of the world, especially considering this thing is a range princess and isn't expected to perform duty carries or anything of that nature. Now, the spring in here is quite light, so whenever you do cycle a round, you want to make sure to pull that spring back and let it go with all the tension. And even sometimes, not often, it won't push around into the chamber, so you just have to tap the back in order to make sure that it will cycle properly. Overall reliability, though, has not been an issue. To my knowledge, I can't think of really any failure to fires, failure to feeds, or anything off the top of my head. The other thing to note, the grip is quite good on this, even with slippery hands and a little bit of oil. And the magazines are stainless steel as well, so they are quite durable, and I expect to hold up for a long period of time. With that part noted, though, this little attachment right here, so you can slide your magazine or to put rounds into it, it is relatively sharp edges. It would be nice to see them kind of burr those down a little bit, or come up with a little bit better design that's easier to get a grip of. With all this being said, let's go ahead and do a quick tear down on this particular pistol, and then we'll spend a little bit of time on the range. So as mentioned, this does require a hex screw in order to, or a hex key in order to take it apart and disassemble. But all you have to do is unscrew this bottom bolt, which is essentially holding your upper receiver to your lower receiver. Once we get it out, you can simply take off your upper from your lower, in this case. So bolt comes right out, easy to clean. You get to your spring, everything of that nature. Clean the face. I have a little carbon deposit from practicing, and if you want to take it apart any further, you just remove this hex screw right here, which can be done with the same Allen wrench. So with all that being said, pretty easy to take apart, not too big of a deal. Simply put the bolt back in, line everything up on the pistol, and screw this back in. Now you may be wondering why your shots may be misguided, or it seems like you're shooting all over the place. First thing to definitely check is this bolt. While it hasn't backed out on me, there have been times and occasions where I've read that this bolt has backed out on people from the factory, so you just add a little bit more thread lock to it, tighten it up, and they usually don't have any more concerns in that regard. But if I just get this hex key in, there we go. Snug that down, and the pistol is back together and ready to fire. All right, I have a couple of rounds loaded. Got target set at 10 to 12 yards. Let's see if I can hit this a couple times. Not too bad. Got another magazine loaded here. Missed a couple on that 4-inch gong, but this is a pretty fast shooter, at least for me it is. But got those plates swinging a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get a jug set up at 55 yards, see if we're able to hit it at that distance with this thing. So right in here, there is a target setup. It is a 2-liter. Got a couple rounds loaded at 55 yards. We're going to see if I can hit it with the Smith and Wesson. Well, finally nailed it. Not too bad for me. Finish this magazine off here. If I had to guess, I ricocheted off the stump and got it a little bit higher. And I brought the aim up just a tiny bit so I wasn't hitting the stump, and I got the lower portion. Not too bad for a little 22 for red dot and a clear plastic bottle. Now for those that are wanting to do a little bit more rapid fire application, this thing will certainly do it. It is a fast shooter. That's not bad at all. I'm going to go ahead and load up a couple more rounds, throw a few more on target, and then we'll wrap things up. All right, 20 more rounds down range. We'll skip this thing. Good run for a 20. How about that? This is an absolutely fun little target pistol with just holding 10 rounds and everything. And with how quickly you shoot it, you can burn through that ammo pretty quickly. Now guys, I do hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And if you did, please make sure to share, like, and subscribe for more. And as always, thanks for watching.